Hello fellow YouTubers, and thank you for joining me for my very first news update. I'm really glad to have you guys here, and what we're going to do for this news update is going to be some of the bigger things that are going on. We're going to cover some of those, sort of baseline for the channel. Then we're going to go on from there and keep doing news updates every week, sort of let you know what's going on with gaming world and its crazy shenanigans. And speaking of which, I want to start with something that I'm sure nobody wants to listen to anymore, when I'm sure you're all done and have reviewed and are already just sick of them, but there's crazy things happening, and that's where we're gonna start. Fallout 76. It bombed in most of the sense, and it's because Bethesda released an unplayable, half-baked game. The first patch you encounter is of 56 gigs, which is incredible to the original size of the game. This even caught the attention of a law firm up in Washington by the name of Miglasio and Rathid. They're only investigating, but recent news may cause them to look even further into this. The folks who purchased the Fallout Power Armor Edition received this package: a Westech canvas bag, a T-51 Power Armor helmet, a nice metal Fallout game case, a bag of small Fallout figurines, and a glow-in-the-dark map of the 76 world. It is a pretty neat package, but it's a little steep at the $200 price. When people purchased this pack, they received this bag. That is a nylon trash bag. Unfortunately, they had this to say about this product: "We understand and respect that there is disappointment with the bag in the Power Armor Edition. We are sorry. Please contact Bethesda support to provide proof of your CE purchase. They will assist in granting your account 500 atoms." I would like to keep in mind that 500 atoms is worth $5 in their in-game store. This costs them nothing to give. So as recompense for a nylon bag over a canvas bag, they want to give you $5 in a game that is unplayable. They had continued to say to this person that due to the unavailability of materials, we had to switch to a nylon carrying case. They had not relayed this to anyone until people opened it and had addressed Bethesda about it. Unfortunately, this is even still for sale. This is the current GameStop page. This even says a Westech canvas carrying bag. This is a classic bait and switch, as that law firm I mentioned earlier would say. This is unlawful, and we definitely deserve better than this. They should have at least let us know what was happening and at least tell us ahead of time before people had purchased it. Now, the law firm is looking for people who were affected by this Power Armor Edition and also by purchasing the game and not being able to refund it. This is the law firm's info. If you wish to contact them, it is right there for you. I definitely would suggest at least trying to get your money back. As far as that is concerned, do not accept the $5 recompense that they think is acceptable. As for it could stop you from getting anything from this. So go send them an email. Go give them a call, just basically, hey, this game is just not playable, I can't play it, can't get a refund, I don't think this is right. I mean, that's basically all that they're looking for, all the, just the people who were affected. That goes exactly with the Power Armor Edition. If you feel that that was bait and switch and scam-like, then definitely go ahead and give them a message, for sure. Alright, now that that's out of the way, at least for now, let's see what the other big companies are up to. Starting with some companies that I love and hold very close to my heart, like Blizzard. Take that with a grain of salt, because it may be a little rough still. They decided that they were going to release their new Diablo game on the BlizzCon main stage, and this is what we got. It looks okay. Looks promising. And then they told us that it's a mobile game. And that's it. That's all. I'm assuming most of you have seen the BlizzCon, but I'm sure you will enjoy this next bit.
I was curious.
Fluffy.
I was curious. I see a lot of mechanics that we've kind of been begging for in Diablo 3 in this. Is there any plans to make this playable on PC, or is this strictly mobile forever?
Are there any? The current plan is to be on mobile, both Android and iOS. We don't have any plans at the moment to do PC. Do you guys not have phones?
Yeah, you guys all have phones, right?
Of course we have phones. That doesn't mean we want to sit there and tap on them all day. They only proceeded to fuel the fire by telling us that their best developers from all IPs are working on mobile titles. Blizzard, that's not very smart. You need to know when to quit ahead and know when to deliver information. This Diablo flop was a bad time to say something like that. Now, with that being said, let's continue to another one of their games, which happens to be one of my more favored, World of Warcraft. With its 14th anniversary just passed, World of Warcraft is in a lull of players, awaiting the next patch. After doing all of these decent story quests through beautiful terrain, the endgame just is a bunch of things you have to do each day or week. Class balance is jacked up, and even the Azerite system is a huge fail. We're just praying they can fix some of these systems and give us some more enticing content. Although, reports say morale at Blizzard isn't very good. A fellow YouTuber by the name The Quartering has gotten in touch with a few employees, and Blizzard's future looks rough. The talk of money problems, morale problems, and Activision's influence on Blizzard. Absolutely go watch that video. I'll put it in the description with all the news today if you want to look more into things, which I always recommend. Definitely research. Now let's move on to some minor news in games that we may not always keep an eye on. Recent installments in Belgium with loot boxes has EA scrambling to keep them, of course. They're gonna try their best at the expense of kids and gambling addicts to keep them. What else would EA do, sadly? Next we have Red Dead Redemption 2 causing quite a stir-up and positive feedback from the community. Even so, to the point where they decided they're gonna release a high-end Red Dead Redemption clothing line. That's kind of crazy. Shirts, jackets, bags, one being canvas, by the way, all ranging from the 70s to the 200s. Now you can go around and look like the fancy cowboy you've always wanted. I know mobile games are a bit of a sore subject, but on the mobile front, it may be done properly and maybe even a little on the radar. Assassin's Creed Rebellion has been released. It's actually a neat take on the Assassin's Creed for mobile, but all aside, mobile games have the same monetization that plagues the mobile medium. Energy, in-game currency to obtain heroes and upgrade materials. If you can't manage to avoid it, it's not the worst mobile game and maybe one to check out. That's enough ranting and raving for me today. If you liked any of this content and want to stay up to date with all the game news shenanigans and insanities, please like and subscribe, even hit that little bell notification. You'll stay up to date with each week's news update, which will be really fun to do. Where are the game companies going to go all of this? Where could they go? What can they do to fix these things? Leave your comments and questions below. And as for me, I'm Syndicate Chris. May the companies not scam you, and happy hunting.